everyone! In today's video, we're gonna see how to embed an HTML page into another one. In other words, we're gonna see how to take one HTML page and put it inside another HTML page to look like this. Okay? So without waiting any longer, let's jump to my computer to show you which tag we're gonna use for that purpose. So, to insert an HTML page inside another one, we're gonna use the tag iframe. Alright? Like this. So we have an opening and a closing tag. Okay? With this iframe tag, we're gonna use some attributes like src, which means the source. So we have to specify the source of our HTML page. Alright? So let's just create another HTML page. So let's just create a new file like this and save it. And we're gonna name it second page.html like this. And let's add to it the HTML structure, which is this one, like this. Let's change the title to second page, and let's just add some paragraphs here and some text. Let's just add some text about, let's try with personal development, for example. Okay, so we're gonna grab this text here. We're gonna copy it, go back to the editor and paste it. So this is our second page. We're gonna paste the paragraph here, and we're gonna save everything. We're gonna add maybe another paragraph just to have some text in the page. So let's go back to our browser and maybe grab some text which is this one also and paste it in our editor. Alright, like this. So alright, we're done now. And let's save everything and go back to our first page. So between the double quotes, we're gonna add the link to our HTML page, which is this one. So our HTML page is named second page.html, like this. We're gonna save everything and try to open our HTML page with Google Chrome. So let's go here to this folder, and this is our page iframe. And see, we have opened our HTML page, and you see here, this is the iframe. This frame here, this is created by the tag iframe. And the text that is inside here, so if we scroll down, we're gonna find our paragraphs that we have added to our second HTML page. So all this is our second HTML page. So you see, we have our first HTML page, which is all this, all right? And then inside of it, we have added our second HTML page, which is this one. So as you can see, the frame is pretty small. We can adjust the width and the height. These can be adjusted and changed in CSS, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you the properties width. So we can change the width of our iframe by using the width property. So the width property is not an HTML attribute or an HTML property, but it is a CSS property. Normally, we should not use a CSS property inside HTML code, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you how to adjust the width of the iframe to the width of the HTML page. So let's say that we want our iframe to take 100% of our HTML page. So we're gonna go back to the editor here and just add width and say that we want it to be 100% of the page. Let's go back to our browser and refresh, and you see, so the iframe here occupies all the width of the page. If we want it to be just, for example, let's say just 50%, so we can always change here and say 50%, like this. But we should never ever use the CSS inside an HTML code. So the CSS is gonna be a part in another CSS file, and normally we should have HTML file and CSS file and then link the two together. So let's go back to our browser and refresh and see. Here we have the width of the iframe that is just 50%. Okay, so let's say now that, for example, we don't want to display our second HTML page inside the iframe like this, but actually we want to have a link, for example, a link that's going to be here outside of the iframe, and once we click on the link, we want the HTML page, our second HTML page, to appear here inside the iframe. So how to do that? So to do that, it is very simple. Let's just create a link first outside the iframe, like this. Let's just put it inside the paragraph. Then let's create a tag and then add href attribute equals to. So we're gonna put the link to our HTML page, so the second page.html, like this. And so we're gonna write something like click here to access the second page. All right, and here in the source of the iframe, so we're gonna leave it empty like this without any input, and let's save everything. Okay, let's go to the browser first to see the results. So here we don't have anything anymore, and we have here a link to our HTML page. So normally if we click here like this, it's gonna take us to our second HTML page, but it's not gonna display the second HTML page inside an iframe. So to do this, actually to display the second page here, just here, and still at the same time on the first page, all we have to do is to add an attribute that is called name and add the iframe underscore a, which is the link, our link a. And so do the same thing here, but this time add a target attribute, all right, and give it the same name as here, iframe underscore a. So actually we have to set a name to our iframe first, and then copy this name and add the target attribute and then paste this name inside the a tag. Okay, we could change the name, like we can put first iframe like this if you want to, and then first iframe here. So it is the same thing. All right, the most important thing is to have the name of the iframe, that is this one, inside the a tag with the attribute target. Okay, so let's save everything and go to the browser, refresh, and then click here, and you see, once now you click on the link, the second page is displayed inside of the iframe. Okay, so the iframe is very useful as it allows us to, like, for example, display also maps. We can do this example here. We can display maps. Let's say that we want to insert or we want to add maps to our website. So the best way to do that is to use the iframe tag. Let's go to Google Maps, okay, just to pick up a map like this. So let's say that we want to have the Paris map or something like this. Okay, so all you have to do is to come here to the share button and click on share like this. And here you're gonna have something that says embed or insert. And you see here you're gonna find the iframe code for the for this map to add it to your website. So all you have to do is to copy all this code like this and come back here and then paste it. So I'm gonna just add the tags here like this of the iframe. I'm gonna remove all this, the link, and let's paste everything. So what we have here, we have the attribute src, which is source. It is a little bit longer, and we have the width property, the height property, the style. So because here the iframe normally has borders, and to remove the borders we set the border to 0 and then allow for screen and then loading property. So we're gonna save everything and go back to the browser here and refresh. And you see we have our map that is inserted inside our website. So this square is actually our iframe and the map is inserted inside of it. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hope you liked it. If so, give us a thumb up and don't forget to share my videos and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any upcoming video.